What's up, YouTube fam? As always, good to see you guys back for another video. I have something to tell you guys. I got. Now, what did I get by? I got by TikTok's most infamous headphones. And if you are on TikTok, let me introduce to you the Skullcandy Crusher Evos. These were going crazy on TikTok. Take a look.
Damn. These headphones are insane.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, what are these?
They're the Skullcandy Crusher Evos.
Dude, that's crazy. It's like I'm in a whole rave right now.
Yeah, it's like
Dude.
subwoofers in your ears.
They came in, guys. The Skull Crusher Evos. I've been hearing so much freaking hype about these things, dude. It's unbelievable. What song should we do? It's all the way up right now. Okay, we gotta listen.
There they go, back in stadiums, his shady spits his flow. Look like bozos, he's wondering just what the oh no. He ain't had him a bust like this since the last.
Bro, what? I was not expecting that. It literally actually shakes your brain. That's insane.
Now, I'm definitely a little late to the party in terms of a review. They were peaking in popularity around July and August, and now I'm just getting around to sharing my thoughts and opinions with you guys. I thought with the holidays coming up, there would not be a better time than right now. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my true, honest review of the Skullcandy Crusher Evo headphones. And if you're new to the channel, my name's Jay Royce. Gym bro, tech guy. Sometimes I do some lifestyle content, so if that interests you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. But with that being said, let's just get into the video. Okay, to start off the video, guys, obviously we can't do an unboxing because I already opened the headphones. But here's the box. Just wanted to go over a little bit of the packaging. This is what you see when you open the box. You have a little bit about the headphones, and then on the right side over here, just going over all the controls on the headphones and what it does. Always shout out to the nice packaging of these products. So yeah. So in the unboxing, you're actually going to get this really cool carrying case. It's kind of like a felt. There's some directions on the top how to use it. And then we'll crack open the bag, and there's the back. And you'll actually see this very nice plush fabric on the inside, super soft, super nice. And then on the bottom part, we're going to flip the bag around here, and you'll see two mesh nets with two compartments, one on the left, one on the right. And then shortly after here, I'll put the headphones in the bag, and you'll see what it's like closed up. And here we go with the bag closed up. We folded the headphones into the collapsible design, and then you clip them backwards so you can easy storing in your backpack or whatever. Once you open it up, that's what it looks like. You could put any of the chargers or cords in those little pouches, and there is the collapsible design as well. So these headphones come with a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Here is the USB-C charging to USB charging for the headphones. And that pretty much wraps up the cords for the headphones. So now just going over the actual headphones. You have this felt-like material on the top of the headband with the coordinates of Skullcandy's location. You got this nice silicone padded heading at the top of the headband. Very comfortable, very nice. I do like the way it sits on my head, as well as moving into the ear cups. Those are some aftermarket ear cups, obviously. They came with some gray ones. Super comfortable, and I'm sure they resemble how the stock ones feel. There's the power button, as well as the Crusher adjustable sensory base right there. Then we move over to the charging and the audio jack, as well as the three controls on the right ear cup that control the volume, play, etc. And there's the collapsible design again, and that's the headphones. So going into the price of these headphones, they retail about $200, but during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and around the holidays, I got these headphones for about $160 off of Amazon, and I'm sure there are other retailers that you can get close to that price as well. It does come in multiple colorways. I think there's about 5 colorways. I got the gray version, as you guys can see here. I think there's black, like a rainbow color, and a few other options as well. Going into the battery, these headphones charge via USB-C. I mentioned that because I love when you can get universal charging across multiple devices, so that's great. As well as these have a 40-hour runtime depending on how much you adjust the bass, and they do have a 10-minute quick charge, which gets you 4 hours of playback, which is always a nice feature. Going over a couple highlights or specifications of the headphones, these do come with an adjustable sensory base, which you guys can see here on the screen. They also come with built-in tiles, so if you guys ever lose the headphones, they have built-in tracking via the app, as well as in the app, they do provide a personalized EQ setting where you go through a little bit of testing and it sets the EQ to your specific hearing, as well as Bluetooth 5.0, which just means faster data transfer. You can be further away from your phone while still receiving signal, as well as 40mm drivers inside each headphone. Going over quality and sizing. In terms of fitting the head, these feel pretty comfortable on my head. I have a normal sized head, but I did hear in another review that these headphones may end up squeezing people with larger heads. So if you have an absolute melon or a lot of hair, just be aware of that. But for me, they were pretty comfortable and felt really good on my head. In terms of ear cups, as you guys can see in the video right here, I went with some aftermarket ear cups to get a little bit of customization, and I actually didn't want to ruin the ear cups that the headphones came with because I'd be in the gym sweating. So I bought these aftermarket ear ones just in case I wanted to keep the ones that came with the headphones nice, but I assume they'd be the same type of quality. They don't hurt my ears or anything like that. So just be aware if you do have larger ears, I did also hear that they may cause a little bit of pressure on your ears after a long term of use. So just be heads up on that. But for me, everything was good. So if you have a pretty average size head and ears, then the sizing should be fine for you. Moving into the next thing, I wanted to go over the app with you guys and show you the 3 main functions of the app. So we're gonna get into a little screen record right here. So obviously when you log in, it'll show you the headphones, and then as well as you can see the percentage of battery, the volume, and the first highlight of the app is that personalized sound test that I was telling you guys about earlier. So basically you go in here, you go through a sound test, I already went through mine, and it gives you a personal EQ setting that's best for your specific hearing, which I think is super cool. And then you move on to the equalizer setting, which only has 3 EQ settings, which is music, podcast, or movie. I am really upset about this function because I'll speak more on it later, but basically the fact that it doesn't allow you to create whatever EQs you want and you can only pick from these 3 is a bit discouraging, and not really sure why they did that. And then moving into number 3, obviously like we said earlier, it comes with tile. I didn't set mine up personally, but if you go ahead and set that up, you have the function to track these headphones if you ever did lose them. Okay, and next we're obviously gonna get into a sound test, so I'm gonna throw these on real quick. Okay, let's do a little screen record. I picked the song you'll see here, which had 12.5 million plays on SoundCloud, and I think it's a perfect example of what all these people on TikTok were actually listening to when they were using these headphones. So let's just get into it. I have the volume halfway up and the slider about halfway up as well. So with that, I think it's best that we get into the likes of this headphones next. So if you like rap or EDM or anything with heavy bass or like rhythms, these headphones are specifically designed for you. I cannot see another pair of headphones comparing in this aspect of just skull crushing bass, which is how Skullcandy markets these headphones, and they absolutely deliver on that promise. The listening experience is so unique in these headphones that I can't even really do it justice just talking to you about it. You guys actually have to get your hands on a pair. I've honestly never experienced anything specifically like these headphones, and they are truly one of a kind. But that's about it. That's all I really liked about these headphones. There's a little bit more downsides than I'd like to admit, but that was pretty much the only other thing I liked. And if you guys want to squeeze out a few more likes about these headphones, I will say I'd like that it had USB-C charging. The quick charge feature that gives you 4 hours of playback time for 10 minutes is really cool, as well as the built-in tile. But for the most part, those things aren't that important to me, and the only thing I really liked is that bass. Sorry. So unfortunately, there was just way more dislikes than likes in this case for these headphones, and so we'll just get into what I really didn't like about the headphones. So the first thing is, its greatest strength was also its greatest weakness. The bass on these headphones is so overpowering that if you pretty much listen to anything other than rap and EDM, these headphones perform subpar at best. Now, I will say even with some rap music, you can't hear the words because the bass is so overpowering. So even when you're listening to your favorite Drake song, the bass still may drown out the lyrics of the song. Now, a little hack for you guys that I found in another video: if you go back to the app and go to the EQ setting and set it from music to movie, it will actually bring up the highs and the mids to a more even level and get you a better overall listening experience. From my experience, that did make it better, but because the bass is so powerful and you can't control the EQ individually, it was a dislike for me. Now, personally, I only turned the bass slider up about this much, as you guys will see on the screen here. And I don't really turn it much higher than that because I feel like I'll be participating in long-term hearing damage. And I personally, for one, don't want to do that to myself because it's really not that worth it to have that music that loud. The third thing about the bass being so overpowering is I find myself going back to grab another pair of headphones that I have, some in-ear earbuds by Jabra, just because they provide a more full body listening experience with the bass, mids, and highs being more evenly balanced. And I find that that type of headphone is much suited better for me. So sometimes I'm not even going to grab the Skullcandies out of my bag. On top of the fact that my earbuds actually have active noise cancellation, which brings me into my second point. They don't have active noise cancellation, as well as the sound isolation is pretty average. So basically with these headphones, they don't have active noise cancellation, and that could be for a couple of reasons. One, it doesn't work with the technology that's already in the headphones. It would bump up the price too much by adding it in there, or Skullcandy doesn't want you to take revenue away from their other products. So whatever the reason is, not having active noise cancellation kind of sucks, especially because I use these headphones in the gym specifically, and I can hear a lot of stuff outside of these headphones. Now, I only have the bass slider up a little bit like I showed you guys earlier in the video, so at that and my headphone volume at about half, I can still hear other things outside the gym, so the sound isolation is about average at best. Now, I will say if you have the volume all the way turned up or that bass turned up, you won't hear anything, but I don't think it's realistic for you to have that bass slider turned up that high all the time. So if you're gonna be in a city, coffee shop, bus, traveling, you're definitely gonna hear some of that outside noise, which I think is a big downside for an everyday headphone. And they're not a great everyday headphone, which brings me into my third point. These are not a great all-around headphone. They're more of a accessory headphone or a pair of headphones that you have in a lineup of headphones. Like I said over and over again, if you like rap and EDM, these headphones are definitely for you. And a stretch is if you also want to watch movies on these headphones, they could be semi-decent for that as well. But for the normal person, if you're looking for a great all-around headphones, these headphones are not the ones for you. These headphones are perfect for that one workout where you just need to go in and kill it. and are very good for that one specific scenario and are pretty much lackluster in all other areas. And lastly, the thing that I didn't really like about these headphones that I thought was worth mentioning is that the headphones have bad phone call quality. It doesn't sound great in the ears, as well as the microphone isn't great for others on the other end of the phone call as well. So if you do plan to have a heavy phone call usage on these headphones do not really excel in that area as well. So I know it came down to a laundry list of dislikes about the headphones, but I gotta be honest with you guys. So it's not me, blame the headphones. I had nothing to do with it. But that takes us into the final review, and obviously I want to give you guys the summary of what I thought on the headphones. So number one, quality, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. Nothing too great about the headphones. I think they're sturdy, but there's obviously nothing to rave about the headphones either, so middle of the road in that aspect. Okay, going into the next category, we're going to be going over price and value. These retailed at $200 at one point, and honestly, that's kind of crazy to me considering these headphones are a gimmicky type of headphone. And I don't mean that in a negative manner. I just mean that in the sense that they created such a unique listening experience with these headphones that it's pretty hard to justify that $200 price point for a large group of people. Now, you can get these headphones for about $160 to $170 with all of the Amazon sales or sales during the holiday season, but I would advise you to look at Sony's WH-1000XM5s, the previous generation. Those headphones come in at about $240 on Amazon right now and have been highly rated as the best headphones over the past like 2 to 3 years throughout multiple review sources. So the fact that the Skullcandy Crusher Evos are within $100, more so like $70 away from what's considered the best headphone on the market for the past 3 to 5 years is pretty ridiculous to me, and clearly shows that the value just isn't there for these headphones. Moving into the final rating, the overall rating I give these headphones are a 2.8 out of 5. Now, for somebody looking for a great overall headphone, this is not the headphone for you. I would recommend this headphone to almost no one. On top of the fact that these headphones don't have active noise cancellation, poor noise isolation, bad EQ settings or the ability to not change the EQ settings, as well as bad phone call quality, make these headphones average at best, but honestly below average in my opinion. Now, if you have some disposable income and are able to just basically buy these headphones for a very unique situation, like when you want to go crush it at the gym, then by all means, buy these headphones. I definitely think they're worth it for that specific scenario. But other than that, if you're looking for more value other than a 1 hour a day headphone, I would not recommend you buy these headphones. Generally, I love giving you guys an alternative recommendation, but I didn't really have a specific reason for buying these headphones, so I don't really know which direction to really send you guys in. What I will say is that if you're looking for headphones, I would go with a headphone that is a more neutral listening experience and not so bass heavy or so specifically geared towards one type of music. Now, if you want to see a good gym headphone at a fair value, go check out the video that I did on the Backbeat Fit headphones. I use those specifically for the gym and they're a solid price, so go check that out. This is the end of the video, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching to the end. If you found some value in that video, drop me a like, a comment, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It really does help me out, helps the channel out. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.